mics? Check. Music cued? Check. Presenters ready? Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone else in between, and welcome to another delightful, delectable, and otherwise entertaining episode of TigerTails Radio. 'Tis I, TK Tiger, and I'm here for another 90 minutes of noise, fun, frolics, jackbox, etc., and talking and stuff. And we're basically going to be wasting your Monday night with it. Ha 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 ha, more fool you. This is TigerTails Radio Season 16, Episode 16. We're at 1616, which means there's only some episodes until the end of the series. And we're also, apparently, quite close to 500 subscribers. So, you know, not far to go.
A little bit.
Give us a follow, give us a little subscribe. There's a little button down there. It's called subscribe. If you haven't already pressed it, please do. The more the merrier. We like having friends. Come be our friends. But yes, I'm not alone in this cavalcade of chaos, because there is also Xavier.
Hello, everybody.
He's back after some absence. Yay!
Being ill, yes.
There is also a Hedgie.
Good evening, everybody.
And there is also a Charleston.
Hello.
And then there's me again. And there's no Void yet, but I am working on it. The Void might return in time for the Jackbox when people are talking about their weeks and things. But yes, we are back. It's been a day. It was very nearly not a show tonight. We very nearly had something else instead. But that something else is now happening tomorrow at 6 p.m. And it is our little, Eurovision special. I'll talk about more of that during my week, and I expect Charleston will probably touch on it during his week as well. And
Tomorrow.
Yep, it's coming tomorrow at 6 p.m, so be there. It's going to be a premiere as well, so it's pre-recorded. And so, if somebody remembers, there might be somebody in the chat as well who'll be able to go, hi! Not that anyone in the chat's in the YouTube feed, but there you go. Might be somebody there. But yes, let's transition into the review of the week, and we can then go from there.
This is TigerTails Radio. And now let's catch up with the cast. This is Review of the Week.
And I might as well start, and then I can get everything else ready, like the Void and the Jackbox and stuff. Although the Jackbox is pretty much ready to go. So, this week has been a week. A lot has happened. Bank holiday Monday, I think. I can't remember. It's been a while. And then Tuesday happened, and Tuesday was all nice and normal. And then Wednesday happened. And Wednesday would normally be a day I would do some recording with Charleston, but this week we decided to record something slightly different. We decided to record a TigerTails Radio Eurovision special, because I was going to be away for the weekend, and it wasn't entirely clear if I would be back in time for the show or not. And so we thought, right, well, just in case not, let us get something out, so we can at least have a show. So myself and Charleston sat down, and we did a whole show's worth of material. That was fun. We enjoyed that. There was a Eurovision quiz. There was an interview. It was all fun and games and frolics and chatting about Eurovision and songs and things, because Eurovision is this week, folks. This coming Saturday is the grand final. And so we had a lovely show. Lovely show. We finished. We wrapped up. It was all good. It was in the can. Played back. It was mute. Streamlabs had decided to do a Streamlabs and not record any of our audio.
Oh.
Yay!
Oh.
I was happy. I was so happy. I was the happiest person that had ever lived. So Charles was like, well, I am not recording a whole nother show. And I was like, nope, nor am I, because screw that noise. So I was like, fine, I'll do a couple of short things from the beginning and the end of the interview, and we'll just call it a day, and I've done with it. And then set that up for a premiere on the premiere tonight, where this show is currently sitting. That was all fine. Thursday and Friday were then spent being at work and then frantically packing, because on Saturday I was going out to a wedding. Not my wedding. Yep, one of Shades' friends was getting married, and so Shades had been invited, and I was instructed to go along too, because a lot of Shades' friends have heard about me, but not actually seen me in the flesh yet, because you know how hard it is to get me outside. And so there was like, well, a lot of us are going to be there, so you're dragging your boyfriend, and we will see if he's actually real or not. We've seen photos, so we kind of believe you, but yeah, we'll see if he exists. And so, yes, I was able to make a long fabled appearance to see a lot of Shades' friends all at once. Which
I can understand that. You do have a face that looks like it was made by AI.
I've got a face for radio. This is why I don't do much on-camera stuff. But there we go. I'm getting better at least looking at the lens now, not just looking at all my other devices that have the pictures of me in it. At least I can look and say, that's where I'm supposed to be looking. That's where the picture lives. It's like, ooh, it would be in 3D if I had a 3D lens. Ooh. But no. So, yeah, I went and had a wedding. It was a lovely time. Entirely too much alcohol was drunk, but I didn't get tiddled. I was a good boy. It was being held in a lodge near Bristol. So we bundled over to Bristol, and I found out that Shades was going to be getting the same train I was, just boarding it from a different place. So what I decided to do is, as the train was possibly very slightly busy because of all the rugby going on, I took my luggage and then did that whole taking up an entire double seat when you don't actually need it with all of your bags and stuff.
Yes.
So it's kind of discouraging anybody else from trying to get the seat there. And that worked like a charm. And then about 5 minutes outside of Salisbury, I put all the stuff in the proper compartments and the luggage racks, and therefore Shades had a seat for when he got on the train. And we bimbled up to Bristol, and it was lovely. And, could bibble around, find out lots to explore, see some of the sights and things. Bristol seems, at least the centre where we were, seems to be entirely made up of nightclubs and bars. And like crappy pizza joints and burger joints and things and kebab shops. And it was like, okay, this is a typical kind of city centre, but with way more nightlife than I'd have ever expected, and a good number of hotels. We stayed in the Harbour Hotel, which, if you've been to the one in Southampton, it is rather posh. Rather posh. This one was about the same price as all the other hotels in the local area, which, in retrospect, should have been a warning sign. But we were given a room that was the size of maybe a tin can, maybe slightly larger. That didn't have any lights in the ceiling, and so was entirely lit by 2 feeble bedside lamp things and a kind of a uplighty thing far across the other side of the room. The bathroom toilet area was interesting, especially as you pushed the thing in to flush the toilet, and you pushed it in, and it fecked off inside of the unit, never to be seen again. I was like, great, so the toilet's bust. Yippee! When we got there, the lovely attendant didn't quite know where our room was. He was in training. He was new, to be fair. And so we got a grand tour of half the location. We kind of went through a bar and then through a very exclusive kind of dining area. And it was like, oh, this looks posh. It's kind of an events area. And it's like, this cannot be the standard way to the room. And down some stairs, up some other stairs, around a corner. And eventually we got to our room. And it was tiny, and we made the most of it. It was okay. It was a bit dirty, but yeah, you make do. Went out, explored some nightlife, found some food. We went to a very nice steak place called the Cow and Sow, and they did very, very, very nice flat iron steak. Very nice. I've shared a couple of photos to people, but it was just amazing. Some of the best steak I've had in a very long time.
Wow, that's a glowing endorsement.
From me, yes.
Yeah.
In fact, I might just break all focus here. I'm going to see if I can just share a quick picture to the Discord without breaking the universe.
Ooh.
Beware.
Probably no.
Here we go.
We could break the universe here, folks.
We're testing something.
I want to go to the TigerTails Radio chat. And
remember, folks, it is possible that everything could fall apart like a house of cards. So
everything is about to fall apart.
Hold on to something or someone.
Hopefully, in a moment, there should be steak in the Discord.
Ooh, that looks tasty.
And a peppercorn sauce?
No. It was a mustard sauce. I can't remember what it was. Shades will probably be able to confirm if he's listening. But yes, it was a very nice mustard sauce. And yeah, not cheap by any stretch of the imagination, but you do pay through the nose for good steak, and I was more than happy to. And then, yes, we went, and eventually, after some drinks and things, we went to bed. Woke up on the Sunday, because Sunday was the day of the wedding, and I was like, yeah, okay, brilliant. We will now pack all our stuff up, get our dressed in our hotel garb, jump in an Uber, and bugger off down to the lodge. Oh, all the roads are closed.
Oh, no!
Oh, it's the Bristol Half Marathon today. And let's not even talk about all the police tape that would have been up the night before because of the stabbing that took place in Bristol, about 100 yards from our hotel.
Oh.
Because yeah, after the meal, we went on a bit of a walk around the area. We saw where Yogscast now are housed, because they're in Bristol, and they're not too far away from this place. So, yeah, we had a bit of a breeze. And then, yeah, Shades went out to get some fresh air. I was doing other things, trying to get the Eurovision thing set up, because apparently that had managed to set the premiere had set itself to private as opposed to public. So I was sorting that out, and got messages from Shades going, yeah, there's police cordon tape everywhere. Apparently something's gone down. So we scanned the news. There was nothing to start with. And then Shades eventually got back, and we had another scan and found out there'd been a stabbing. And it was like, stay classy, Bristol, stay classy. And then, yeah, on the Sunday, the bloody half marathon's going on, so all the roads are closed. And they seem to be surrounding the hotel. And it's like, how the hell do we get to a road where an Uber can come pick us up and take us to this lodge? So we had a breakfast, and it was tasty. And then, yes, we eventually, with the help of some of the event organisers, were directed to a road where an Uber could arrive. And so we found a very, very steep hill, managed to stay at the top of it, because, hill. And Uber got eventually to the bottom of the hill and was like, down the bottom. I was like, fine. We'll wheel our little wheelie cases up like 20 miles an hour down the hill. It's like we could have just ridden them. And some other people were trying to steal our Uber, and the Uber driver was like, nope, go away. We jumped in, and vroom, we were off. Got there on time. Had a wonderful wedding. It was lovely. Saw lots of lovely people. And then we stayed the night at the lodge. And that was good fun. And then, this morning, up at the crack of dawn, because breakfast is served at 9:15 sharp, and you've got to submit your breakfast request beforehand. So jump up, get down there for 9. You've got to take your luggage down. You basically had to completely empty your room before breakfast. So you were all packed, because there was only like 12 rooms in this lodge. It wasn't huge. And everybody was there for that wedding. So it's like you could trust each other. And so, all your stuff was kind of dumped around a piano. And then you hand in your slip, and then a very nice breakfast. It wasn't quite as large as I would have liked. But you could have like infinite pasties and pastries and things and breakfast cereals and stuff. So, but the full English was very tasty. And then, we managed to scrounge a lift back into the heart of Bristol, jumped on the train, and headed home. And I will say, I'm starting to understand why people get a bit weird with train ticket prices. Because of the rugby, you had to pre-book the train on the Saturday, which was fine. You had to get a seat reservation. But when looking on the National Rail website, it was like, your ticket price and it was advanced fares only at the time, your ticket price is either going to be £25 or £72 for a single between Southampton to Bristol, Temple Mead.
Yes.
Okay, fine. I will go for the £25 option. And it's like, and I'd like a return. No, because you've got to pre-book your seats, you see. I was like, well, I don't know what time we're coming back on the Monday, so an open return, please? No. Fine, I'll just get a bloody single, and I'll just pay for another single on the way home. This morning, in the lodge, kind of on the laptop, tapping away, trying to go, right, ticket prices, expecting at least 25 quid, probably more. £9. 25 quid on Saturday, £9 on Monday. Advanced fare, less than 4 hours in advance. It's like, people say, oh, you can't just book on the day. It's like, yes, you can, because I have a £9 ticket, which would have been 25 quid, but wasn't. I don't understand why. Weird, but I'm not complaining, because that was way cheaper than what a return would have cost. So, ticket prices are weird in this country, but it worked out in my favour. I won that lottery. And and train was on time. Down Southampton, our train had dodgy doors, so it made things late. But all in all, not too bad. But it was been a lovely weekend. And then I quickly got back, figured out, we're going to be in time for getting the show on time. So rejig the Eurovision special for tomorrow. And Jennifer Batgirl's typed a message, and I can't see it because it's hiding.
What line was that with again?
So we got the GWR service down, the train from Cardiff Central to Portsmouth Harbour is what we got. But the 72 quid ticket, which was still 72 quid today as well, would have taken us up to Reading. So it would have gone the Great Western Main Line from Bristol to Reading, and then down via Basingstoke to Southampton, which is why that cost exponentially jumped, because the moment you get on a cross-country train, your price triples for no good reason. So, stuck with GWR because it was a decent price. I mean, 9 quid, I'm not going to complain at that for a single. And it was like, okay, I didn't get to rock up at the station and jump on a train. I did have to pre-book slightly, but it wasn't you've got to plan everything so far in advance. As I know I'm travelling in the pretty much immediately after 12. It's now 9 o'clock in the morning. Oh, look, there's my advance ticket. So, not really much of an issue. I don't get what all the fuss is about. But yeah, no, it's been a lovely weekend. I'm now very hot and sweaty. They had a bath in the hotel, in the lodge. It was kind of 1 o'clock in the morning. I was running a bath once the wedding had kind of wound down and we'd kind of been kicked out of the event space. And it's like, go back to your rooms, go to bed. I was like, okay. But before bed, I'm having a big tub, and it was a deep bath as well. It was a massive thing. I kind of sat in it cross-legged. It was kind of up to here and going, I'm swimming in the bath. This really hot bath. I came out, it was lobster from top to toe. Yeah, it was a hot bath. But oh god, it was so nice. Because I've only got a shower here, and so having a nice deep hot bath, just bliss. I could just feel all the muscles going, and relax. And they even had a little thing, a bubble bath as well, so I could have a bubble bath. So they thought of everything. They had the little details down. It was really good. But yeah, that was basically been my week, my mostly weekend. Because, so good. Such a nice weekend. And I got to spend most of it with the lovely shades, which made it even better. But now, we should probably move on to somebody else. So how about Xavier? Why don't you explain where you've been for the last few weeks?
Yay. I have been ill. There we go.
That's a good reason not to be here.
Yeah, unfortunately. Bank Holiday Monday. That was a fun time. So that weekend, I was thinking, yeah, this will be nice. It'll be a nice long weekend. I can de-stress. It's not the best of weekends, because bank holiday, it's going to be rainy. Yeah,
yep.
But apparently it wasn't that bad. But the Sunday night, I went to bed, and I was just shivering all night.
Not a fun time.
No, not a fun time. I was cold under the covers. My wife, Julia, blazing hot. I get up because I go, fuck it, I'll get a painkiller, I'll get flu stuff, I'll then go back to bed. Walking around the house. Why is the house warm? It felt warm walking out of the bed. As soon as I got back into the bed, nope, freezing. So yeah, my Bank Holiday Monday was sat in the studio, staring at the PC going, I can't focus on anything. I very nearly didn't go to work. I very nearly didn't go to work a couple of times during last week. It was, flu and cold. Well, not quite flu. It didn't actually knock me on my ass as bad as flu has done before, but it's definitely there was a bug going around, and still have throat, runny nose. So my normal, I've got a cold type situation. So yay, that was fun. Other than that, the last couple of weeks haven't been too bad. Roleplay on the weekends has been nice. Wednesday roleplay has been good and fun. Looking forward to that this week as well with TK and all that lot. Yeah, I have got a whole lot of stuff I'm preparing for though, because holiday in June. Yes. So the holiday times will be ramping up, so I need to hire a car and things fairly soon. But yeah, I mean, it's mostly been keeping an eye on the weather, seeing if it's nice, and going out when it is sunny. Because I've reached that point where it's like, I kind of need to get out, especially when I'm at work. I need to get out and sit in the sun and try to allow the sun to permeate. Not just because I'm ill, but it's just like work has been very, very stressful. Did not need it. This weekend, because TK was there, not there, I was doing a little bit of toing and froing on the trains myself. Which was fun, because Saturday, no issues, got into Southampton, discovered that there was multiple cruise ships coming in, which was pertinent for the Sunday. But Saturday, absolutely fine. Getting the train back at 10:30. Every motherfucker was on it. Because there was a match with Southampton, and apparently it was a draw, and they proved that they weren't quite the worst team in the Premiership.
No, by
because
1
they
point.
have got by 1 point. It was great. I only found this out because I met my best friend Sunday, So I went in nice and early on the train into Southampton for the Sunday, bimbled around in the sun, which we both really needed, and it was like chatting about stuff. It's like, oh yeah, they were like Man City, they got a point, and they proved that they weren't the worst football team in the Premiership by 1 point. Still getting relegated.
I'm going to interrupt you very briefly there, Mr. Xavier, because there is about to be some noise which I'm not going to be able to stop.
You're going to sneeze?
No, it's going to be broadcast through. And there might be a little bit of lag, show lag coming through if I can't stop.
He's breaking things, guys.
I am breaking things.
He's breaking things all the time.
Right. YouTube. There we go. Okay, you can resume as I'm about to start up The Void.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much it, really. I mean, this Monday it's another one of those days where I've gone, but I have now realised I've reached my limit for dealing with complaints and speaking to people, because it was like, office of our CEO emailed at me and going, hey, can you get in contact with this person who's really irate? And I was like, no. When I was at British Gas, yes, I dealt with complaints. Within the first 5 years of being with Vitality, yeah, I'd be fine with it. I have now reached the point where it's like, no,
not anymore.
I've had enough. Yeah, but that's it pretty much for the week. I'm going to probably be busy because going forward, because June holiday, July holiday, it's one of those things.
Yep.
But yeah, sun and summer is what I'm looking forward to. My God, I need it. But anyway, Charleston. Hello.
Hello.
How was your week? Yes.
My week has been a week. So as you already know, Tika and I did a recording for a Eurovision special that ended up having no sound in it. Well, no details about that. Before doing that recording, I actually managed to secure an interview with a special guest who knows way more about Eurovision than I do. So yeah. That was pre-recorded. That was saved. That's going to be the bulk of the episode, from what I understand.
Yeah,
nice.
That audio was done. That was.
Yeah, annoyingly, OBS broadcasted and recorded that audio just fine, as well as all the jingles. It was just our bits to camera that were mute. I was like, kill your system, I kill you.
But yeah, that happened. Other than that, it's mostly been doing a lot of work. And when I say a lot of work, I mean a 54-hour week.
Oof!
Yes. That's what happens when you have two people going off because they're on holiday. And one going off because they got fired. Still. We still haven't got someone to replace someone who's been fired yet. Eventually, we got someone in the works. They are trying to get the job. They want the job. It's just that we need to get them through all the stupid bureaucracy to say that they are safe around people.
Yeah,
who are
tell Hedge all about that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we are doing that. It's been a 54-hour week. 2 12-hour shifts over the weekend. That was lovely. One of our new kitchen assistants doesn't seem to understand that a job involves actually working, because he rang in sick with a migraine not too long ago, and when he did that, my head chef actually cheered because he was glad to not have him. And he showed up then the next day, and the head chef had to have words with him. And as he was working, we both looked at him and thought, "You're on the brink of a meltdown, you are," because he was practically throwing stuff. It wasn't quite stuff. It was just like, just tame enough to not qualify as a throw, if you understand what I mean. And unfortunately, he was on both shifts over the weekend when I was on the 12-hour shifts. To give you an idea of how good this guy is at working, part of the job involves manning the dishwasher. We tend to start new colleagues on the dishwasher because it's the easiest to explain and it gets them into the rhythm. Now, if I'm doing the dishwasher for the lunch shift, I will be done with everything at 3, and I'll get it emptied. At 3 o'clock, I'll start getting it emptied, clean out the inside where the grime tends to stick, and then let the water refill up again. He left at 3 on the dot, and it took me an hour to get through the backlog.
Oh!
Yeah. I was not going to lay the tables those days because nobody did have the time to do it. They can just for once they could lay their own tables. They were having soup for one of the days.
Oh,
They could do their own spoons. So if anyone complains, don't blame me. Blame our colleague who's now basically a chocolate teapot, and we're trying to get him fired because he's just not learning. I'm not going to say his name. You can all tell he's a man. But yeah, we've not been very impressed, and we honestly don't think he's actually going to last that much longer. The other new guy, he's all right. He's a bit slow in terms of picking up with things and knowing what to do. But if you ask him to do something, he will actually do it. He does do as he's told, thankfully. And he seems like he's willing to learn. So we have more hope with the other guy. So we might have a new kitchen assistant and a short-lived kitchen assistant. And it's a bit of a shame about the short-lived one because his mother works in the housekeeping department. And she's the one who got him the job.
Nepotism.
Yeah, and I feel bad for her because she was apparently really going on to management like, well, why did you let him get into the job? You know, he's keen, he wants to get this job, he wants to go into the working environment. Apparently, we don't think he does. We think he was basically tugged by the earlobe, saying, you're going to have to get a job, I can't keep paying for everything to you. Yeah, we're not impressed. We hope to get rid of him soon. Nothing else really to say about the week. I mean, when you work 54 hours in a week, there isn't really anything else to talk about, is there?
That's quite a lot of hours.
Yeah. At least I get a nice pay slip this month.
Yeah, that'd be tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Just before we jump over to Hedgie, I did forget one thing, a very crucial thing, actually. But that's because so much happened this week, I forgot it was actually this week and thought it was last week. Shades and I celebrated our 6th-year anniversary.
Yeah!
So we had a lovely meal down in Farnborough at the Italian restaurant there, Prezzo, and a very tasty time was had. Exchanged of prezzies and things,
Nice.
and yeah, it was all lovely. But I thought, better just mention 6 years anniversary. It actually did happen in the same week that the wedding did. A lot's happened this week. I'm struggling to keep up. I'm old. But yeah, I thought that'd be worth mentioning. So yeah, mentioned that. And now we shall transition on to Hedgie before some Jackbox goodness.
You don't want to quote how big your bill was for the wine.
No, I don't want to mention that. There was a lot of wine.
So, last week, I basically went deaf in my right ear. And that was really frustrating because it kind of messed up my balance. Also meant I couldn't do any recording because I couldn't hear myself properly, which was very frustrating because I had 2 big parts that I needed to record. Mostly impressions of Shan Yu from Mulan and Hades from Hercules.
Nice.
So, yeah, some big ones to do there. So, for almost the entire week, I was basically just running with one ear, which, again, is really, really strange. And I went over to see my parents on Saturday because my sister gave me a bit of a haircut. As you can see, I'm very short on top of here now.
He is trimmed.
So I had a haircut there. And then my mother managed to book me an appointment at a hearing place, which normally does hearing aids, but they also do fix ear problems if you have it.
Oh, nice.
So I had my first professional ear cleaning, which is really kind of weird.
Ooh.
So
How did that go?
and
What happens?
sorry.
What happens? Tell me.
So basically, what they do is they go, so how did this happen? It's like, well, I was at a concert, I put earplugs in, I think I pushed it in too far, and the wax got pushed in and made a plug and stopped me from hearing. It was like, okay, have a look inside. Yeah, that one's completely blocked. So I was like, okay, so we're going to use a vacuum to basically pull all the wax out. And at the beginning, it was just a muffled noise, and I could feel it sort of moving around. And then after about 30 seconds, I suddenly felt this pop go, and I could actually hear. And it was like, oh my God, I can hear again. Fantastic.
There is
At which
noise.
point he went, it's almost out. There's still a little bit left in there. We're going to use the irrigation to get that out. So I
Okay.
got my ear washed out with a little tiny pressure washer,
Ah.
which, yeah. So then for a while, this ear was really powerful, and this ear was like semi-powerful. And it's like, okay.
Just need to
It
equalise
was
again.
like, whoa, that's amazing. But yes, thankfully, I got my hearing back in both ears, so I could record one of the parts I needed to do, which was extremely liberating. It's like, yes, I can record again.
How much
So
does that set
good.
you back?
It was only £40.
Not bad. Is that 40? But
Yeah.
do they do like £40 per ear?
Normally it's 60, but because my mother is a customer there, I get a discount. So
Oh, nice.
yes. So yeah, got my ears fixed, which is thank goodness. And then today I actually had a meeting at the courts regarding the usher job I was doing.
Oh, yes.
It's been confirmed that all my vetting has gone through. I am perfectly fine. I am not a criminal in any sense of the word. So
That we know of.
no, yeah. So they're going to send me through a start date in the next couple of days. So yes, finally
Hooray!
back on the bread line.
Woo!
Oh my God, it's been such a long time. But yes, oh my word. They said it was such a long time. We thought maybe you'd gone off and got another job. It's like, no, I want this one. So yeah, that's been done. I also did a load of other auditions and parts and everything. I'm in about 25 voice acting servers now. So
Christ.
my Discord is absolutely full. I
It's
think
just
you can
popping
have
off.
100 Discord servers.
Yeah.
So I might be running out at some point.
Do you organise them into folders?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's such a
Yes,
useful
I do.
feature.
It is. It's fantastic. Yes. But yeah, so I've made quite a few contacts in here as well. Plus, we've got voice acting round tables where they literally go, for the next 3 hours, we're just going to be in a multi-conference call and just doing voices at each other.
Nice.
There's a guy in there who does an absolutely pitch perfect Roger Craig Smith. It literally is like having the voice of Sonic from Sonic Boom in there. And it's like,
Nice.
damn, that's fire. So, yeah. But so far, my Woody is impressing people. So, yeah, that's...
Are you sure you'd like to talk about that on this show?
Yeah.
Sorry,
you
my
really-
impression of Woody from Toy Story is impressing people. I can do a pretty good Tom Hanks voice. So it was like, oh my God, you need to audition for that one. It's like, yes, I will. So, yeah.
That's pretty
Yes,
cool.
it's an interesting project, which is Sonic and Disney characters combined into a fictional universe. So
Into one
kinda
big
like-
copyright lawsuit.
Yeah. kind of like Kingdom Hearts, but better.
Kingdom Hearts, but with a plot you can actually understand.
Indeed, yeah. So yeah, that's basically what I've been up to, living partially deaf for a bit, and then being fixed, and then doing more voice work, and finally getting a new job, which is like, oh my God, thank God, I've got to get used to doing work again. But yes,
Yeah, you
It'll be
actually
earning me,
used to have a job.
yes, actually earning some cash now rather than just living off savings, which are slowly dwindling.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Yes,
Why?
but yes, that's basically what I got up to last week.
You are going to have to let us know your start date.
I will
Yes.
do. I will do as soon as I find it. As soon as it is communicated to me, I will do so.
That sounds fair.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hey, tell us your start date before you've got it. Just peer into the future and tell us when you start. Yeah, that's how that works, right? That is totally how that works. Right.
Yes, indeed.
And I am. Sorry,
TK had all this time and he's still fiddling.
I'm just doing the final touches to a couple of bits, that's all.
I'll do the final touches when everything's finished. I won't do that before. I'll do it.
I didn't know you'd finished quite so suddenly. I thought I've got
What,
another minute.
dude? You had 3 people filling for you.
Yeah, well, I'm done now, so it's all
my
good.
God.
Uh,
Oh my
Well, I will say,
word.
as one extra
Welcome to the
thing
show, guys.
as well, Friday,
Mhm.
Mattel did a thing. You
Oh,
the
did they
toy-
bring out the hot board?
You know-
Oh yes.
You know the toy company Mattel, who
Yes.
own Thomas the Tank Engine at the moment?
Uh-huh.
Well, back in 1983, when the TV show was trying to be commissioned and things, Britt Allcroft mortgaged a house and made a pilot episode to basically show to investors to go, hey, look, we've got this cool idea. This is what we're going to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
The 40 odd years that's been sat in Mattel's archives. Well, not Mattel's archives, because of whoever owns the company at the time. It's been sat in their archives. And
Yes.
Mattel recently rediscovered it.
Ah.
And I say that because Mattel have confirmed for absolutely bloody yonks that it's actually been in their storage site in Southampton. And if I'd known where that storage site is, yes, I would have broken in. But yeah, so finally they've got it restored, and they didn't tell us they were going to restore it. The Thomas community, they didn't tell anyone. They just decided to the day before. They just said, "By the way, here's the pilot. We're putting it on YouTube." Wait, what? You're in that thing that the fan community has been badgering you for the last 20, 30 odd years. You're actually just going to relent and get it nicely restored. There were a couple of scenes in the restoration that weren't the original. They were taken from the main TV show, because the reel was too damaged for certain things to be restored. But for the majority of it, it's all there. But you're just going to quietly soft that drop on YouTube and just not make any announcement for it until the day before. But B, you're going to release it for free and not shove it behind a paywall. Mm-hmm. It's like the love for Mattel grew 3 sizes that day. Because Mattel has not been treating Thomas very nicely. And then all of a sudden, oh, by the way, here you go, fans, old and new, we love you after all. It's like, well, this is all our birthdays and Christmases will come together. It's like the one kind of rarest piece of Thomas lost media has now come to fruition and been revealed. It's like, and it's exactly what you'd expect it to be for a pilot of a TV series involving model trains. It's, in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing special. It's more what it symbolises and everything else that's the important bit. But it's out and it's viewable to watch on YouTube right now, and it is as good as it can be for something filmed on a shoestring budget in the 1980s. But I had fun with it. But that's just now I need to use my other mouse, not this mouse, because that mouse controls the wrong computer, and that won't help anybody, because it is now time for a spot of the Jackbox. Let's go.
Yay.
We've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
And we have a bit of TKO 2, as I received some, let's just say, subtle. It wasn't really that. It was me jokingly making subtle things. But we have. So we have me, Xavier, Food Salad, 54-hour work rat, Jennifer Batts. Southington, I'm expecting you to be here. We have Hedgie.
The person who wanted to play the t-shirt game, I take it.
Not quite. Basically, It was like, hey, did you know that Jackbox 10 is out? And it's like, yes, we've played it. But because it highlights with this TKO to start with, I was like, was this just a very unsubtle hint that you want to play TKO? And it was like, no. How tough, I'm taking it that way. Right, so, we've got a whole room. I have no idea what the audience actually does apart from voting this game. Now, I have done a slightly shorter game, so you've only got to do 2 t-shirts at the start as opposed to 3.
Ooh.
But yeah, don't forget to set yourself up with a little catchphrase and everything else as well. And it looks like we're all in, but people are talking Thomas in Discord. I want to be part of that conversation, but never mind. Let's start the show.
Run a show. Run a show.
I'm running the show. I'm running the show. Leave me alone. Stop bullying me.
Back to T-shirt Island. I am the new tournament mistress, and under my watch, the time of fashion combat has returned.
Let's see.
It's doodling time.
Tank top, would it be?
Yeah.
Let's
Hoodie.
get to it. I'll need 2 drawings from you, so get busy using your device to create them. Start drawing now. Draw anything at all. Need
Oh
some
god, I forgot. You had to
inspiration?
draw
Hit the
anything, wasn't it?
suggestion button.
Yes.
Okay, this one might be fun.
Colours. There we go.
Ooh, grab.
You're halfway through your time for your first drawing.
Oi, ah.
I forget the flow only goes in the background, doesn't go in the foreground.
It's at this moment I remember that I can't draw.
Yep.
Seconds.
30 seconds? That's got to be for the first one.
Yeah, you could use a bit more time if you need it. Oh, sorry, just colour it all in. Shit,
10 more seconds.
Ooh.
If you haven't started your second drawing, time to get into it.
Oh. It took away my drawing.
Oh.
I don't know if it submitted it or not.
It's probably half finished.
Probably.
Maybe. Sometimes the system does glitch.
This is your last drawing. Don't hold back.
Which is a shame. But we have Plane. Who's going to get bonked? You can always tell when people are playing the mini games. It's like all you can hear is clicking, 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 clicking.
I do like that the avatars you pick are all characters from the other games.
Yes, it's a nice little influence.
Because I've got the character from.
You're halfway through your
God,
time.
what's
The rap battle one. Yeah,
That's it,
Rap
yes.
battle. Yeah, there's a fair few now, really, which is quite nice.
I've got the cat from Split the Room.
Yes, which hasn't had a remake,
No.
which is so weird.
30 seconds left.
I mean, Fibbage is on like Fibbage 4.
Yep.
Quiplash is on multiples.
Quiplash 3, I think, is the most recent.
Yeah. But we don't have anything above 2 for Murder Death Kill. And
Trivia Murder Party.
and Split the Cat is just on its
10
own
seconds,
one
wrap it
original.
Bracketeering is still single. There's
Yep.
been no remake of
Yep.
bracketeering.
Everyone is in. We have filled.
It's time to write some phrases and slogans. At
Slogan
least
time.
4 from each of you. Begin writing now.
Many slogan, much word.
You know, nouns, verbs, the usual suspects. Need a quick idea? Slap that suggestion button. Just start typing and see what happens.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Your time is halfway up.
I think I've got the loudest sneezes.
Yes, Google, I will learn to spell one day, just not today. I don't know why it gives us so many for this. I don't know why it's so much time for the wordy bits. As TK is like in the zone and constantly typing away though.
10 seconds left.
Hey.
It's time to get crafty. Check out the drawings and slogans on your device and smash 2 together to make a garment that will dominate the battlefield. Start now.
Oh, apparently Trivia Party 3 is coming out.
A garment and slogan style that really suits your creation.
I've got 2
Today is
shirt
about
options.
Oh, there's only 2
making
shot options. Okay, how many
choices.
wordies? 3, 4. I don't think I'm going to win my round.
Be aware, your time is halfway up.
I don't think I'm going to win mine
Ready to
either.
Duke it out.
I've put a shirt in, but I don't think I'm going to win.
I'm not holding up much hope.
Let the tournament begin.
We ain't holding out for a hero. Alright, battle time.
I think I should ask for help versus why am I here?
The one on the left, I feel, sums up how my weeks have been this year. Meanwhile, the bee, is that a bee or is that a butterfly or is that a pair of testicles? I'm not entirely sure.
Maybe it's a fat person looking down at their feet.
With a tiny little insect to one side.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all perspective, really. It's all perspective.
Who hasn't voted yet? Oh, we have an audience vote. Hello, audience member.
Hello, audience. Welcome to the show. We are full of the crazy and some cold.
Somebody is really having trouble deciding.
Southpaw's the audience. He got kicked out. So Southpaw, the player, is going to be waiting.
Julian.
Oh.
And Snow's Destiny beats Jennifer Bax.
Get it,
Oh.
Tank Top.
I think
Say
I should
what?
have
Versus why?
All right. Okay.
What a pair! Oh, that both elongated words. That deserves a screenshot.
Yeah, but apparently not a trophy PlayStation, huh?
No, apparently not. No.
I will now remember to press the mute button on my DualShock controller.
Yes, because you said PlayStation, it went, yes.
And I went, all voice activated, and it was like, hey, you want my attention? It's like, yeah,
Oh,
but not like that.
someone-
I want
Someone
a
has the
trophy.
voice commands. Oh, okay. I turn that shit off very quickly.
You've seen my flat, right?
I have seen your flat. There's a reason why I don't have voice command shit. It's like, hey Google, tell me the time.
And say what
Is
wins
what?
it.
Woo.
Well done,
Why?
Southampton.
Nice.
Sadly, Southampton, having been kicked from the game, is not going to be able to capitalise on that. Rather, meet Derek. Or Deep Hole Ahead.
Which, depending on context, could indeed be the same thing. Oh dear.
As Jennifer Baker goes, cheers for setting my Google off.
This is why everyone loves Google Assistant. That's great. It's just a shame it doesn't do the what one doesn't it do? The fun fact?
Oh, Animal of the Day anymore.
Animal of the day. Such a shame.
I enjoyed Animal of the Day.
Yeah.
It does still do bedtime stories, though.
Does it tuck you into bed, however?
Quite often by Story Nori.
Yes, Google, tell me a bedtime story. Very well. The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien.
That'll put me. Yeah, that'll put me to sleep.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings was fine. Hobbit, no. And indeed, Mother Meet Derek.
Meet Derek.
Well done, fruit salad. Oopsie versus always use your hanky.
Oh! Oh my god, that's a brilliant use of a beach scene, but also that looks disgusting now through word context. Oh. Click. Ew. Ew.
And you're going to be offended for even longer as we have to wait the timers out.
Dear YouTube, we are safe for people. Ignore the context of the shirt.
Hey, the stream is not for kids.
Yes, true. Yeah.
Because we might say grown-up words like willies.
Tax evasion, yeah. And anti-disestablishmentarianism.
I'm kind of what's going to get us from what's going to go.
Oh,
yeah. So yes, everyone should always use your hanky. But moving on. Oh, it's the fight-offs. Oh no.
Yes.
I think therefore I should ask for help versus why.
Oh God, why is it the mental health round? God damn it. Dear me.
Hey, awareness is important.
This year has been a lot of awareness for mental health due to various things for me. So it's like I have been more than a little aware of mental health issues. If you need help, see someone. Bless you.
Thank you.
Therapy is important. Sadly, it's also unavailable on the NHS in any decent time frame.
True. Which is why you should reach out to friends and swear and curse at them, because that helps just as much.
Just warn them first so they don't think you don't think they're swearing and cursing at you. And it was a tie.
Oh, tie!
Oh no!
And Snow's Destiny wins it by game decision. Mother, meet Derek, or always use your hanky.
Oh God, that sentence combination.
Mother, meet Derek, always use your hanky.
I mean, we're gonna get to a point where the majority gay group that is the host will go, you know what? I feel uncomfortable about these jokes. We'll get to that point at some point. Unlikely, but we'll get there someday.
But if they start becoming actually offensive, then yes, we will start to be uncomfortable and start having to issue moderation. But at the moment, it's just ick, which is fine.
It's just conceptual ick. We're doing high concept ick jokes.
Well, someone's got to.
Why us? Who won? Go on.
It's tie.
Oh!
Not another tie. Oh no, the game. What's it going to do to us?
Oh, the t-shirt won it.
T-shirt.
Always use your hanky wins it. So, tank top versus t-shirt.
Oh God, right. So, mental health or general cleanliness? Okay. I mean, the good news is we're not doing the normal show themes. The bad news is we're finding all sorts of other horror. I mean, at least this isn't as bad as invading some poor schmuck's Jackbox. One of them was Jackbox.
Are you
games
talking
to be
about the day
invaded.
years ago when I decided to join someone's stream as Donald Trump?
Yes, we invaded someone's birthday stream.
It wasn't their birthday stream.
Felt like it.
You weren't even there. It was me and Hedge.
I was there because I witnessed this travesty.
Oh, it must have been a different one then. But yeah, this is before his first term. And they were like, and I won, which is hilarious. And they're like,
Whoa!
That's the only thing Trump's going to be winning this year. And it was like, it turned out not.
Mental health wins.
Yes.
I see a winner! Okay, moment over.
Myself and Hedge, you get some glory.
Mm-hmm.
Round 2, more doodling.
Round 2.
You're going to make one
So
more
if I
drawing
recall,
for
we
me,
can
but
edit
this
or do
time,
new.
You can start with a blank canvas or change a drawing we already have. Make your choice now.
Ooh.
We got a hell of a lot of landscapes, guys.
Actually, I'm not happy with this one.
Change colour, please. Thank you. Come on. Yeah. There we go.
Love
I have
jazz.
shirts. I have shirts. It's not a good shirt, but I have shirts.
Well done.
I shall now return to giving myself RSI. So we got a couple of people in. We may go to the full amount of time if Southpaw can't get into his game. We will see. TK, Hedgie, and I have just
30 seconds
dropped out of the
left.
game. Got over there. Reconnect, please.
Okay, I'm in.
There we go. TK is in. Snow's in, so we just have food salad,
10 seconds left.
Charleston.
Ooh.
Southpaw cannot get into
No.
his profile. Okay, so we're going. We've gone through the first time. There we go.
I was clicking on the tick, but it wasn't going through, so I hope it went through.
Yeah, it took me a couple of goes for it to submit. And now we wait. Bing,
There we
bing,
go.
bing.
Oh, no.
Everything catches up.
Game.
Give it a minute.
Now
There
for
we go.
just a few more
Oh.
slogans. 4 or more. Start
more
writing
slogans.
now.
4 or more.
Don't forget about the suggestion button, sweethearts. You're halfway through your time. 10 more seconds.
Ah,
You've got a garment to make.
never
with
mind.
some
Didn't
new
get last
designs
minute.
and slogans
Right,
to help you
make
do
your shirt
it.
time.
Go!
I was trying to time.
Don't forget to choose the perfect garment and slogan style.
Shirt's a little bit better, but don't think it's going to be that better.
I don't think mine will win any votes, but
Yeah. Oh.
and now we just wait for the timeout.
Yeah.
You're halfway through your time.
Everyone except Paul kicked out of the game, Southington.
Normally you can put the code back in and it'll, if it recognises who you are, it'll sort of
If.
pop you back in.
Yeah, you do get the chance to try and reconnect, but it isn't always perfect.
Ah.
I think accepting their cookies helps, but
10 seconds, wrap it up. Begin the tournament.
battle.
Fight. Place those votes.
So, I Carumba, which I don't think I spelled correctly, versus this is a shirt.
But it's a hoodie.
There's the irony.
True. Is this the version of this is not a pipe?
Yeah, because it's a drawing of a pipe.
It's a hoodie.
Ce n'est pas une pipe.
Send a button t-shirt. And what is a hood if it's not just a glorified sweatshirt?
The correct spelling is C-A-R-A-M-B-A.
Yeah, I thought Carumba wasn't quite right.
That's phonetically close enough. We get what it means. Well, it's a very weird Bart Simpson.
Like a paintbrush. And the urgent's taking it to a tie.
Oh, it's a tie.
Not today.
More
The
ties.
hoodie takes it.
Haha, the hoodie takes it. Food salad beats VA Hedgie.
How are these tiebreakers done?
Nice one,
Huh?
hoodie.
How are the tiebreakers in this game done?
The
No idea.
host decides, as in the game host. So basically, it's just random. My mum made me wear this with a picture of what looks to be Tails versus Nerd with another possible Bart Simpson.
We're going round the houses with the references, certainly.
In for that, well, that's like Lisa Simpson going very fast.
No, I think they're having like a bit of an acid trip. The walls are melting.
What made me happy is that my first picture that I didn't get to finish was in the list of things I could amend, so I got to amend it.
Is that the
And
Thomas the
fin-
Tank Engine?
Might have been. My mum made me. Oh, Southington. Southington back in the game.
Don't know.
Chateau de la Rat versus
Some disturbing googly eyes there. Some disturbing googly eyes.
Oh, Southington said, refresh, still with the audience, alas. It looks like the game is picking for them.
Looks
Oh.
like it.
So Southport, despite not being actual to physically play, you might still be in a chance of winning.
That's gonna be weird.
good music in this game, though.
Yeah, it is.
I will say their musical choices for most of the Jackboxes have been spot on.
Ooh.
And Chateau de la Rat wins it. Well done, Xavier.
Their house is not on fire. Is it? No.
Oh, TK, I found your T-shirt.
And that thing's got effed up versus I'm a tool.
That's so
Sony
Sony
mini-disc.
mini-disc. Oh God, I feel old.
There's a tool for digital piracy. But yes, 80 today, says Thomas, because yeah, he is. Today is the 80th anniversary of the Railway series.
Yes.
Hence why Mattel dropped the pilot on Friday as part gearing up for the celebrations.
Okay, everybody. Ta-da!
Whoa.
We all feel
Two.
old. Yeah, all feeling old.
So this is a shirt versus my mum made me wear this.
Oh dear. I definitely think we're going to see some obvious winners.
It's like, is this Comic Sans I see before me?
Probably.
I think Comic Sans is a bit curvier and a bit softer. It might be a Sans font, but I don't think it's Comic Sans.
Yeah, it's Sans font because it's serif because there's no
It's not
serifs on
comic,
it.
but it's not Comic Sans.
Oh wow, this is not a shirt of the popular
Whoa!
choice.
That's a landslide.
Fruit salad could be onto a winning shirt here.
Ooh.
Chateau de la Rat. Or I'm a tool.
Which is just funny for a T-shirt.
Jennifer Batgirl says, still got my mini-disc player with netmod mode. Yes, it actually runs at Windows 11, believe it or not. And Southpaw says, though Thomas didn't appear until book 2, the first book featured Gordon, Edward and Henry. It did. And a locomotive looking suspiciously like James, but never named.
Oh.
I have a very racist Thomas Tank Engine book, which you laugh at, but it's a very old printing of Henry the Green Engine. And there is one story in that book where the Reverend uses a very naughty word. You can all guess which word it is when I say it's a racial word.
Ah.
Oh, it's
Oh,
time.
it's not tie!
Settle ties. This time, shortest slogan wins.
Oh, what's the game gonna
Yeah.
do?
Jennifer Bat, shortest slogan 1. So Jennifer Bat wins it. So, this is a shirt versus I am a tool.
What's four-worded answers?
I think sometimes it's just a coin toss.
I think it's
really.
number of characters rather than number of words.
Yeah, shortest slogan and characters, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Are we keeping you up there, Mr. Xavier?
My energy levels are just starting to flag. Is all.
Have a nice cup of coffee, that'll see you through.
Not if I'm then sleeping after this.
Well, there's your answer. Don't sleep.
Yeah. We have solved the problem of falling asleep at work. We will simply not sleep.
You sound like one of the characters from Shed 17. And this is a shirt wins it.
Right.
Pretty sure this is a shirt. It's gonna go gangbusters.
Well, I've just got the best of the best to do.
Now that is a winner. Great work. Let's keep it moving.
Art by Southampton. Slogan by me. Final round.
Final round.
In the final round, our 2-round winners go head-to-head. This time, vote for your favorite, and keep on voting until the power bar of your favorite choice is full. 3, 2, 1, go!
So, keep on voting.
Clicky, clicky, guys. Get that RSI going. Oh, wow, this is a shirt is actually getting its ass kicked.
I say I don't care who wins because I provided the art for one and the slogan for the other, so I get passive victory either way.
Good for you.
Life's
Oh,
a beach.
and there's a trophy.
Presenting your champion!
Look at this
The
face
world
in the
will
dragon's
know of this
face.
garment, but not for a week. The Island newsletter comes out on Mondays. Tournament mistress out!
So, let's see the stats. Champion Snow's Destiny won the tournament. Best artist, Snow's Destiny, most drawings used.
Ooh.
Best writer, Fruit Salad, most slogans used.
TK, you got beaten.
No, most prolific is me, wrote 22 slogans.
Oh, whoa!
But they weren't popular.
Most ignored, Fruit Salad, least drawings and slogans used in total. So I normally get most ignored as well, because I provide the most slogans and then most of them don't get used, so...
Yeah.
But I think it's because I got art used as well as slogans this time.
Nice.
But yeah, that was, I enjoyed TKO.
TKO was good.
We don't play enough.
It can wind on longer than it should, but it's...
Well,
it's not too
when
bad.
people get disconnected, yes.
Yes.
That doesn't help. But let us transition back to the main cameras.
Join in the fun. Chat in the YouTube comments, Telegram, or our Discord server. Visit TigerTailsRadio.co.uk to find out how.
And we're back to me, apparently. Hello!
Yay!
Yay! This is going to make setting up the next game rather awkward. Let's transition
Ooh.
over to somebody else. And as soon as I find the mouse cursor...
Oh, God.
Where is the mouse cursor gone?
I gotta say, I'm getting to the point
There it
where
is.
I kind of need to, like, change the mouse cursor now. Especially at work. I am noticing a lot of people have, like, the mouse trails on significantly.
I don't have mouse trails on. I've got it set to red at work. So I have a red mouse pointer at work. Which is really helpful when all your backgrounds are white and suddenly this red mysterious blob
Red dot.
shifting around the screen.
dot.
And it's like, okay.
Proving TK is indeed a cat because he just gets attracted by the red dots on the
Yeah,
screen, so he just
exactly.
follows them.
Yeah, totally. That is indeed
yeah.
how that works.
Well, it's one of those things I'm noticing more and more, especially for the older lot, because it's like that we have like dual screens plus laptops at work. So trying to keep track of everything is a bit difficult. But the most annoying thing is all these young people who have 2 screens and a laptop and then insist on having one screen unplugged, because why wouldn't you unplug the fucking equipment? And then closing the laptop so they only have one screen. And I
What
sit
is
there
wrong
and I
with these
go,
people?
I use like 50 bajillion programs. I cannot do it on one screen anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I've got... Well, at work, they've replaced the dual screens with one really big screen that you can then partition into 2.
Nice.
But you end up with 2 4x3 screens as opposed to 2 16x9 screens, which is really annoying. But at home,
Yes,
I've got 3 screens, which is so nice. And
you have many, yes.
I could probably squeeze some more out with a bit of creative wiring. But
Please don't. don't destroy your PC.
That's my work laptop. I don't care.
Dear God.
But
Well, that's just the thing.
yeah, but now
How close are you to setting up the next game, TK?
I am just pressing the play button and letting it connect. We can transition to Hedgie if you want. There we go. Now you're off the camera.
Hey!
More the fact that I realised I was distracting TK whilst he was setting up. It was like, okay.
No, you weren't. I was talking, but I was able to press buttons on the PlayStation controller at the same time.
Got another game going with only 15 minutes left of our time.
All right, it's a short
Will
one.
we be able to complete the game in time? We shall find out, yeah.
It's a reasonably short one.
Oh, okay. Should be
I think.
interesting. You think? You're not sure?
Well, it depends if people get
Might be
kicked
a
out
short
again.
one. Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah, if we'll get kicked out again, that was it's gonna go on for quite a while.
let me just check the settings.
Good.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's on. That's fine.
Jennifer Batgirl says you need a laser pointer.
He
A
definitely
laser
needs
mouse.
laser pointer.
That'd be quite
Yes.
fun. A laser mouse.
Yep, they're all fine. Cool. Right, in that case, let me quickly transition to the next and then we can go to the next
Ooh.
game.
You've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
I thought we'd have a bit of Junktopia.
Ooh.
Been a while since we've done this one.
Yeah, exactly. And who doesn't love being a frog?
Gribbet. There we get Froggy Frogs in.
Right, and we have a full complement of folk. So let's start the game.
Nice.
Howdy, humans. Welcome to Junktopia. Y'all may have noticed I've turned you into frogs. But don't worry, I'll poof one of you right back if you make the most profit reselling some strange antiques. See, I love weird old human things, but I hate their boring backstories. That's why I need you. Here's the plan. First, I'll take you to a local shop to buy a mysterious item. Then you're gonna name that item and give it some funny details. Make me laugh, gosh darn it. Finally, it's time to showcase your silly item so your peers can appraise it. The money you paid for your item will be subtracted from the appraisal value, and voila! You flipped it for a profit. Hopefully. The frog with the most money at the end of the game wins. Think of it like a quest to get your bodies back. A real Zero's journey. Let's start things off with a little retail therapy.
Let's go shopping.
Yeah.
Chop.
On your device, you'll see 3 items to choose from. The item you get is going to be appraised based on the funny backstories you're going to write. So buy something you think you can make hilarious. Buying a more expensive item means you'll get just a little bit less profit when you flip it. When it comes to winning, there's more than one way to skin a unicorn. Not playing? Hop on the lily pad and join our audience.
Okay. Well, I found an artifact.
Same here.
Meanwhile, GOVX give Osiris
So ends
vegan
our shopping
Xanax.
experience. Shake off that regret. It's making you sweaty.
Oh, and now we're on to the writing bit. Okay.
Yep. Typey.
Now it's time to flip these babies. Let's start with a name. What should people scream in terror when they see your item?
Everyone's in.
Next, dream up 2 hilarious facts about your item. For each fact, you can either fill in one of 2 prompts or write something of your own. Spin me a tale. Your time starts now. Get hopping.
Words. Right. I have descriptions. Let us go. We just have TK, Jennifer, and Hedgie. Meanwhile, we have the Chongo Kalamazoo. It turns you into a powerful toddler.
Apparently my object is ready to be appraised.
Yes. So it's just a Hedgie.
Nullis
Codswallop. Gives you the power of river dance.
That's
Oh my
it.
god, that will destroy the
Happy to
universe.
Herman Smellville. Let's show off your improved junk. You're going to showcase and appraise some of the objects,
do our best
give them
speed
all
reading.
their accolades,
Yep.
and then do it all again for the remaining
Hold
items.
on, let me,
So I'll do group 1. We have the Jurassic Park starter set. This is a real piece of DNA from the Jurassic Age stored inside a blood-sucking insect sealed in amber. It was discovered in a film studio where some cool dinosaur props are being held. Don't think they were related though.
I'll keep my opinion to myself.
Damn, people like this one.
Next we have the Real One Ring. It was created by some nerd who wanted to be the next Frodo. This was originally gifted to Peter Jackson before he ruined The Hobbit.
Oh.
Golly, that's something.
Next we have Gas Expulsion-O-Matic. A haunting fact about this lamp is it's not a lamp, it makes you fall asleep with fart gas.
Ooh.
The glass shades are made of well glass. Well, I've made of well glass. Isn't that obvious?
Huh, a lot to think about here.
There needs to be a comma in there.
Yeah, that's because it was about half of a pre-made question. The money toilet. This work is a subtle metaphor for all the money you flush away on crap. Okay, not so subtle. With the money in this toilet, you could buy actual useful things, except cars, houses, and the like, because that stuff is more expensive.
Interesting.
And plus, it's all dollars.
Yes.
It's worth
Time
nothing
to
in this
appraise
economy.
the items we just saw. Here's a recap of the weird stuff we were forced to look at. In each matchup, select the item you think has a funnier backstory. Remember, in this economy, laughs are way more valuable than NFTs.
That one. That one. That one. Hey!
All of the tabulations have been made. It's time to see what these toilet puppies are worth.
So, we start with the Jurassic Park starter set.
The real value of this item is...
It was 13 votes for 13 grand.
And this
Ooh, nice.
is what you paid for.
One shy.
Haggling is
Paid
not your
11.55. 11 grand profit.
Not
Nice.
bad.
Next we have the Wheel One Ring. 2 votes. Got 2,000. Only cost 600 though, so 1,300. The Gas Expulsion-O-Matic. 7 votes for 7 grand. Only cost 700 though. Tasty. 6,000.
Nice.
And the Money Toilet. 6 votes for 6 grand. That was only 700 bucks. It was 5,300 total.
Nice.
Come on, crew.
TK
Let's review
storming
the
into the lead
new
already.
slew of objects.
Well, Edgy, do you want to go for this group?
All right. So, Edvard Munch's The Scam. Munch painted this after being stiffed when trying to sell his other works. The red tie,
The real
a
treasure
metaphor
is
for
the frogs
capitalism.
we made along the way.
The Chalice of Infinite Tea.
Tea?
It was crafted by a wizard named Steve.
Steve!
No matter how much you pour out, it's always full of perfectly brewed tea.
Oh, I think we can all see the value in this object.
Guaranteed pleasure.
Okay.
Made from high-quality body-safe materials for total comfort. Has an insertable length of 8 inches.
A real treasure.
It's a phone?
Yeah, it's a phone.
The terrifying French maid. What's under the hat? A moody and scruffy cat. The blue represents calmness with a touch of hate.
That's imaginative. Go on, appraise.
Okay, there we go.
The numbers have been run. Let's see what your items are now worth, dollar-wise.
So we have Edvard Munch's The
The final
Scam.
value is...
Got 4 votes for 4,000.
And you snagged it for...
Paid, same as me, giving you a 2.8 grand profit.
Ooh.
Chalice of Infinite Tea. 12 votes for 12 grand.
Not bad.
Only cost 100 though, giving 11,300 profit.
Nice.
Guaranteed pleasure. Biscuit tin. It got a vote for a grand. Cost 700, 300 total. And the terrifying French maid from Snow's Destiny got 11 votes for 11 grand.
Bad.
Cost 945, so 10,055 final.
Damn.
Now who has flip-flopped to the top?
Ooh, just in the lead. I'm just beating Southington.
That is close.
Shopping!
A flip so nice we'll do it
Oh, I'm
twice.
so gonna lose this game.
You're gonna go shopping again, except this round, there's gonna be a mystery item. Could be anything. A treasure for a song, or complete trash for a very expensive song.
What the... Okay. Well, yay.
I swear this haggling is fixed. I don't think I've won a single haggle in ages playing this.
It is a weird coin toss.
And as the shopping ends, the buyer's remorse begins.
Ain't that the truth?
Just waiting for Jennifer back, but you've still got plenty of time. Well, about that. We have 30 seconds now. And everyone's in.
Typey, please. Spelling was correct. There we go. We'll see what chaos this causes. But in the meantime, we have TK, we have Jennifer, we have Hedgie, and we have Biscuit Tin. Still to go. Meanwhile, Perio Amadeus, it makes your enemy a better uncle. Not entirely sure how. Boba Bada Boom, it gives you the power of power nap.
The power of power naps. I guess that's what you need these days.
Feels like it.
Wibby Flummadiddle. It will flood Jackbox HQ. We need that. We need that right now.
Justin, you'll be reading the first set. Xavier, you'll be reading the second.
Just, yeah.
Time's up. I can feel the creativity in the air. It's giving me an intimate rash.
Get ready for the speed reading.
Let's learn
Okay,
about
here
these
we go.
creepy curios.
Jurassic Park Advanced Set. Dinosaurs, not your thing. How about bringing back the proto-humans with his hand preserved in cobalt instead? Don't be confused with Han Solo. This was obtained from the same film set as Jurassic Park starter kits.
Well, this object is certainly making me feel things.
A handsome throwback.
Oh, God.
When it gets dirty, you can beat it. This book really screams, I killed Mufasa. Or rather, I killed Mufasa.
Wrong cat.
Ooh, the mechanical minds of our time. This is a metaphor for how humans wind up today. It was very popular among the brain surgeons.
You got a knack for these facts.
Are they an
Jack.
80s band?
Sounds it.
They're my new indie rock band.
Charleston doing the Charleston. Hey! It depends the story of why Rat became known as Charleston Rat. I think. Maybe. Or it depicts, rather. It was created by Xavier because he was bored, judged by Hedgie and ignored by TK.
Oh,
All right.
get your appraisal on.
That one. That one. Oh. That one. That one. There we go.
I have done votings.
Votey votes.
Calculations concluded. Time to see how much these barf bags are worth.
So the Jurassic
Your
Park
peers
Advanced set,
appraised this for,
6 votes for £6,000.
but
No,
you
not
bought
too
it
bad.
for.
Yeah, it was quite expensive though. So 4.4 grand overall.
Still in the lead.
A handsome throw rug, Southington. Got £6,000.
Okay.
Only cost 700 though, not too bad.
So he's gaining.
That's probably put them in the lead.
Maybe in the lead, yeah.
Mechanical Minds of Our Time, Snow's Destiny got 7 votes for 7,000. Cost 1,155, giving you 5.8 grand total. And Charleston Doing the Charleston by Jennifer Batt got 9 votes for 9,000. Only cost 840.
Ooh, very nice.
8,000 on the
Mighty
profit.
profit.
Stretch those frog legs. Time to see the next batch of stuff.
2.
Huzzah. What the hell? Hedgie's Weekend Wear. It was part of a movement called Why for the Love of God Are You Wearing Those? My Eyes. Previous owners had this to say, don't judge me, I'm fabulous.
Sure, that sort of makes sense if you don't think about it too hard.
God. Oh, what the hell? Poundland Rudolph. This animal is a character from Christmas line at Ye Oldie Cheapo Shoppy. It's meant to be displayed in one's garden since you won't care if it gets nicked.
Check out this spicy number.
Right, that's legit, yep. Oh my god, Shaun the Sheep. The Martian sheep, apparently. That's not grass, it is her alien claws growing out of her face. What? The eyes will compel you to smother yourself mid-sauce and see how you like.
Sheesh.
This is a strong round.
This is very strong round, yeah. What's the last one? Okay, couple of chairs. One cheek, one seat. Multi-purpose design can accommodate 2 people or one with a large bottom. One cheek, one seat. Adaptive design is intended to maximize space and user comfort. Aside from the big armrest in the middle.
Well, this should have a very, very deep
Prepare
crack.
your appraisals.
There's a sentence I didn't think we'd hear on the show.
Or a very wide ring.
Ooh, I'm torn between 2.
You are if you sit on that chair. Ah.
The numbers have been run.
Jennifer's
Let's
like,
see
so
what
that's
your
where my hot
items
pens
are now
went.
worth, dollar-wise.
So, Hedgie's hot pants.
The value of this object is,
8 votes for 8 grand.
8 votes. Okay.
and you got it for
700. Nice. 7.3 grand total.
Won't get me close to the leaders.
Poundland Rudolph. Hedgie with 10 votes for 10 grand.
Ooh, not bad.
So only 70 paid, so a 9 grand profit there.
Mike,
Right,
good
good.
leaderboard.
The Martian Sheep. Rat, 5 votes, 5,000. 1,400 paid, so 3,600 profit. And the One Cheek, One Seat. Biscuit didn't got 5 votes for 5 grand. Only paid 700. And there we go. So 4-3, I think it was.
So let's see what that does to the
Well,
total.
I'm nowhere near the lead anymore. I'm second.
Oh,
Southampton, just ahead.
by 300.
Southington
almost
wins.
to the finish
Not yet.
line. Time to consider
Round
all
3.
your items at once. I want you
Third
to
is
give your
third is
object
still
collection
close,
a
so
name.
third could take it. They
Write
have
a
a good
title
round.
that unifies your set now.
Oh my god. we go. Sometimes the naming is easy, sometimes the naming is hard. I feel, however, TK slightly cheated.
What? Just because I was able to create a unified set to begin with.
Yes.
That's what the game gave me.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't mean I win.
Well, you got to get 300 more dollary dues than
Southpaw.
And third still could take it, so
Yes.
we'll see what happens.
Just waiting for Jennifer.
Running out of time.
Rolling.
Just did.
Collections away!
So we have what drugs cause this? Bringing back the Jurassic Ages, or the Mechanical Blues, or the Eccentric Collection by Jennifer.
Vote for your favorite collection.
Ooh, interesting.
Voted.
And here's the other batch.
And we have the Hampshire Trash set. It's worthless, but I kind of like it set. The Witness of New Zealand set.
Oh god.
Odd crap, 50% off.
Vote for your favorite set of items.
Come on, game. There we go. Register my vote.
I got nothing.
Oh,
Time to reveal the winner.
Oh.
who
I guess
has
it's
shed
truly
their
worthless.
glory
Yeah.
To be a yucky human again.
Yeah, that's gotta have.
worthless or priceless?
So let's see.
Yay!
PK took it
Bravo!
back.
Whoa, he went back.
And I don't have double elite this time.
Oopsies.
Gotta figure out what I can flip, so I'll profit off of
Oh, 2k difference. Nearly.
Yeah, that was that last round that did it.
You feel
Yep.
the same, or if it's all in my brain. But either way, you praise it.
Oh, well, so that was Junktopia.
I like Poundland Rudolph.
Oh, yeah, I love Poundland Rudolph.
Kind of want one.
It's the first time I've ever heard someone pronounce it Poundland.
I was thinking that too.
Yes. Oh, Poundland.
Oh yes, Rudolph lives in Lapland.
How it felt when I was reading the damn thing, okay? Poundland.
And a very handsome throw rug. And whenever it gets dirty, you could take it out and beat it.
Why would you ever buy something like that?
Why would you ever buy any of these things?
Yeah,
It's
true.
a good
True.
question.
Yes.
Ah, dear.
I mean, the only thing that I kind of was when I like sort of Poundland Rudolph, I went, even I'm doing it now. Poundland Rudolph.
Poundland.
No, Poundland Rudolph. I'm kind of like, you know what? Pretty cool.
Right. And Southwell says that was a mystery item, hence why it's only 700. Yes. Let us now move on.
Let us wrap up the show.
Radio killed the video star.
How can this be?
Which radio? TigerTails Radio. It's perfect. Internet radio has never been so fuzzy.
And we're back. There we go. So, yes, that was Junktopia. And let us now exit back. Yes, I'd like to quit. Thank you. Bye. There we go. Everyone's moved out of the game now. And that will see us to the end. We've overrun by a quarter of an hour. Yeah, we started on time. We've overrun. You've had an action-packed show this week, folks.
Mm-hmm.
We make no apologies. Except maybe to Jules for keeping Xavier up past his bedtime. But on that note, it is time for us to wrap up. Don't forget, tomorrow at 6 o'clock on this very YouTube channel, there will be the TigerTails Radio Eurovision special, where Charleston's interview with Matt Loves Eurovision is shown, and if Charleston remembers to put the link to the quiz in the comments, there is a Eurovision quiz that you can even take part in and see how well you do.
Ooh.
But I haven't put the link in the YouTube description because at the time of posting it, I didn't have the link. So Justin can just stick it in the comments.
Yeah,
but,
I can do that easily.
Yeah, very easily. So on that note, it is time that we all wrap up for the night. So it is a good night from Mr. Xavier.
Good night, all.
It's a good night from Hedgie.
Good night, everybody.
It's a good night from Charleston.
Good night.
It's a good night from the Void. Void. And it's a good night for myself, TK. Thank you very much for watching and or listening to this episode of TigerTails Radio. Join us tomorrow for our Eurovision special, admittedly pre-recorded, not live, where you can enjoy the interview that Justin did. And it's a very good interview as well. And there's also a little bit of bookends from me each side of it as well. Not too special, just enjoy the interview, really. And we'll be back on Monday for a normal live show as per usual at 8:30 UK time, unless, of course, the boat's gone hideously wrong between now and then, in which case, we had a good run. But, sorry, that was dark. Let's stop the void and get up the grid view as we say, night, night, everybody. Night, night.